Hello, this is now video 2 for 10.1. I am moving on to number 7, and oh my gosh, we have to draw models, which is crazy. This is part of Common Core that they add for some of you that actually need to see this in order to understand the problem. So what it wants us to do is complete this in a diagram. So t subtract 2. Basically, what it wants us to do, let me get my pen out, sorry. What it wants us to do is say that this entire thing is t, okay? And we don't know how many t is, but if we're going to subtract 2, that is t subtract 2. It doesn't entirely help me, nor has it ever, but it might help some of you, and that's okay. So the next one is 4y. So it's basically 4 times y. So basically we have 4 groups of something. We need to split this up into 4 groups. There they are. That would be how I'd represent it, because this is group 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, group 1, 2, 3, and 4. But we don't know how much these are being split up. We don't know if we split it into another group of 5 because it's a multiplication problem. So that's the best explanation for that, and you probably won't do those as you move on in your math. So if that is something you're like, no way, it's okay. So number 9 is a word problem. It's a very scary one. It's over on page 264. And if you read it, you're thinking, wait, what? These math problems used to scare me. I used to skip them. I would never do them because they were word problems and I did not know how to read them. So I'm going to read it to you. Number 9 says, on a math quiz, Tina scored 3 points more than Julia. Juan scored 2 points more than Julia and earned 2 points in extra credit. Write an expression and draw a bar model to represent Tina's score and Juan's score. My main thing on here is learning how to write this expression. Okay, so we know that Tina scored 3 points more than Julia. We don't know what Julia scored, so I'm going to give Julia just this equals Julia. And so if Tina scored 3 more than Julia, so we take the Julia sign and add 3. Do you see what I did there? I made Julia, because we don't know her score, so we gave her an unknown here with a J. And then Tina scored 3 more than her, and we don't know what she scored still, so Julia plus 3 is what Tina scored. And now Juan here, what did he do? He scored 2 points more than Julia. So we still don't know what Julia scored. So we have Juan, and he scored 2 points more than Julia. And then, oh wow, he got 2 points in extra credit. So he has 2 points in extra credit. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what you're supposed to do for that. I feel like my laptop, my thing is dying, even though it was charging all day. I'm going to finish these math problems and charge up. So we need to do a diagram for Tina. Well, Tina is J plus 3. Well, let's just add 3 at the end. 1, 2, 3, right? And then this would all be J, because we have no idea what Julia is, right? And so Juan, he scored 2 more than Julia, and then he got 2 points extra credit, so he got 4 more points than Julia. And this is Julia. And that's how that goes. It looks like Juan scored the most, if you think about it, because Julia scored the least because Tina scored more, and then so did Juan. Number 10. I'm going to do number 10. I wrote it out for you because I did it in our class lesson. And so I want to do it here so you know what to look at, because yet again, it's a word problem, and I know you get stressed out when you see word problems. So I'm going to read it. It reads, number 10, Helen divided up some money to equally give her 4 nieces. If D represents the total amount, write an expression to represent how much each niece receives. So, what does that mean? Well, one big thing is we know she has 4 nieces, right? And it's telling us that we have an unknown with D here. And what is it? The total amount of money she has? Well, your total amount of money, you want to divide it by 4. That would be how you would represent that. Or you could say this way. Or you could do it this way. Okay, so that's how you do those math problems. That's the end of video 2. Video number 3 is next. It's probably more of these things, but our independent practice is not. So I will catch you back out with video number 3.